So this place before to be it's a memorial of all the soldiers who died in the bunker. So we will begin in this position.
Okay. Yun pala yung mga pangalan ng
Oh, turn paper.
We need thesis!
Hindi kayo makasagot, but may kahit ito
Bilisan mo ate! Gusto ko mag-video doon. Bihira ito.
Bobo.
Okay,
Hey, helicopter pala to.
oh, cool. No problem.
Hi.
Okay, so this tank is a Battle 48. It's an American tank that we bought in 60s and we used until 2014 here in Israel. So how many crew members do you think there is in the tank?
Two.
Two? Just look because like it's a slide tank. This is the left one.
One,
So there's four people. So there's one that we usually don't see here. It's the driver. So he has the hardest job because he can drive it in 15 hours. So there's for him.
There's another one.
And as you can see, there is no window. So how he looks, he has a system of periscope.
There's another one.
And as you can see, there is no window. So how he looks, he has a system of periscope. It's like a reflection of mirrors. And so inside, he has the same mirrors inside to see outside. So there is here three periscopes, as you can see. He has a door here that you can open. Just if the cannon is on the left or on the right, if it's upstairs like that, you understand, you can't open the door. So it can stay a long, long time inside of the tank, and so it's in very, very small size as you can see, so it's a very hard job. If you have any questions about this person?
It's okay. No.
Yes?
Of course she died now.
Okay. Okay. So we have here the loader. So the loader is also a very hard job because you have to be very strong to take all the shells here and inside of the cannon.
So the one that's loading.
Yeah.
And so the shells can be until 40 kilograms. So it's very, very
Wow.
big. It's like you. Like when you take you and you put inside of the cannon, it's very, very heavy. And he has a second job. He's in charge of all the communication inside of the tank. So as you can see, he has like a cast with an microphone. And so it's the only way to communicate inside of the tank. Why? Because the engine is making a lot of noise. And we can't just talk to each other. As you can see, there is different shells. It depends on what you want to shoot. For example, if you want to shoot on a building, so it would be a shell more thin, like that. And if it's to shoot on a tank, so it will be a bigger shell. Because like when you want to shoot on the tank, so it's iron, so you have to like to shoot with the biggest like missile. So we will continue on the rest of the people inside of the tank. So here we have the gunner. The gunner is always sitting like that, and he can aim with the controller, the right controller, until 5 kilometers. So it's already very, very good for this type of tanks that are very old. And you can see in the night with this system that you can call firing system, and it's a mix of periscope and telescope. And so with this you can shoot very accurate even in the night. As you can see, if you just imagine the entire tank, so you understand that on its left it has a cannon, and the cannon when you shoot is going up and down. So it can't move a lot because if you put just 1 second his arm on the left, it's very dangerous for him. And last but not least, it's the commander here. He's standing all the time like that. His head is outside, and on the museum we put this, but in reality there is nothing. So his head is really outside, and he's the target of all the enemies, and they are just waiting to see him and to shoot on him, because if he is injured, all the tank has to go back to the base. So this boy is in charge of all the crew members inside of the tank. For example, if one of them can't work anymore, he can switch off one of them. And also, for example, for the loader, he can tell to him what shell to put inside of the cannon. So he is in charge of everything inside of the tank, and he knows every job, every pieces of the tank he knows. To be commander in the Israeli army, you have to do first the 8 months, normal 8 months for 4 years, and then to have 4 months very intensive of training. So it's a very, very hard training, because it's not just physical, it's also like the mental. So as you can see, the uniform is also very different than mine. They have like fireproof uniform, and they have to cover everything, even the hands and even the boots are very special. So because we have a lot of situations of fire inside of the tank. Why? Because we have a lot of like PSL and everything like inflammable that make it in 1 minute, if there is fire in the tank, they have to run outside. So as you can see, in this tank we have the engine on the back of the tank. Why? Because American people before was thinking that the most important part of the tank is the engine. The most important part of the tank is the engine, because it's the most expensive. Why? Because to make the engine, we need a lot of pieces. It's the most expensive part of the tank, and for us in Israel, we think that the life of our soldiers is more important. That's why we move the engine on the front to let more space for the soldier, because just imagine if someone shoots on the front of the tank here, you will see the driver will be the first who will be injured or die. On this tank, on our tank, I will show after, we have the engine and then the driver. So, like you have space to be protected. If you have any questions about the tank, something, it's okay. Yes? Okay, so we will continue.
Clear? Yes. Matalino sila.
Very well, very good.
Zeo? Ay, meron pa?
I just want to explain something. When we bought this tank from America, we had this material. And this material, as you can see when we shoot inside, what happens inside of the tank, you can see here what's happened inside.
Grabe ang kapal.
You see, it was inside of the tank.
This other,
So it was
this is safe.
the first material that we had. When we shoot inside, you can